joining me today. It's Saturday. I'm out here in this lovely state park. We're at Illinois State Beach, one of my favorite places to spend the summer. It's not summer yet. It's not that warm, but it will be there soon. Today is officially our first tutorial. We are going to work on the basics of crochet, and that, my friends, is the slip knot. Yes, it sounds simple, but there are many of folk who have a hard time with a slip knot. So we're going to show you a couple of ways, easiest way that you can practice on making a slip knot, and that'll be our first. And then from there we'll go on to the chain stitch. Two most important basics in crochet. So join me. I was hoping we could do it out here, but it's kind of still chilly, and if you know me, I do not like cold. So we're going to go back inside for that tutorial. So I'll see you soon. Stay with me.
Okay, we're home. So let's get this crochet party going. Okay? So in order to crochet, you need to get yourself a nice ball of yarn. I would suggest getting something kind of thick right now so that it's easier to see. And since I will be using a thick yarn, I will also be using a hook that is made for a thicker yarn. In this case, this is an L hook, and this yarn I believe is a size 6. You can use anything that you like right now. I would suggest to start with a J or an H hook because they're pretty good to handle and manipulate. But whatever you're comfortable with or whatever you have handy. All right, can't be picky. So if you're ready, I'm ready. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my yarn. This is my left hand and my right hand. This is the tail of the yarn. And this is the working yarn, which is connected to the skein. Okay, first thing you're going to do, make sure that your tail end is in your left hand and your working yarn is in your right hand. This is the simplest, I believe, of all parts. You will make a loop just by crossing it over. Again, grab your working yarn, make a loop, and cross it over. Just like that, one on top of the other. Okay, that's easy. Now you will take your working yarn and put it under and through the loop, like this. And then you will hold both parts and you will pull the loop. Okay? That causes it to make a knot. That's your slip knot. Now, if we did it correctly, our tail end is secure and our working yarn connected to the skein should be able to move. So if you pull it gently, put your finger through the loop. If you pull it gently, holding your tail end, it should be able to become smaller, or you should be able to pull it back out if need be. Again, holding this part, you can make it smaller or make it larger. Okay? Once you have it, you will bring it down, make it smaller, enough for your hook to be able to fit through. That's where you put your hook. See? Okay. That's one way. Okay, here's another method. This one uses these 2 fingers. So you're going to use these 2 fingers. You're going to wrap your yarn around your tail end is still facing down. Your working yarn is facing up. You would take these 2 fingers, put them through the hoop, and grab the yarn and pull it through, then holding these 2 pieces together, you will pull on the loop. That brings it back up. And again, you should be able to adjust it to the size that you need. Again, tail end to the left, working yarn to the right, 2 fingers, wrap around. When they cross, hold it with your thumb. Okay. Use these 2 fingers to pull your yarn through. Pull it out. And now you have your slip knot ready for your hook to go through. And you should be able to pull it and adjust it. Okay? Okay, and this is the last one that I know, and the one that I usually use because it's pretty fast, and I think once you get the hang of it, it might be the one you use as well. Basically, it's while you're holding it, just flip it, hold it, put the yarn through, and pull. Again, flip it, hold it, put the yarn through, and pull. You should be able to adjust it. Flip it, hold it, put the yarn through, and you're ready to go. Okay? So there you have it. Those are 3 of the simplest ways that I know to make a slip knot. I hope that has helped. Remember that nothing comes easy at first. You need to practice. Once you practice, you build muscle memory, and you can do it without even thinking. I promise. Okay? Done with that? Okay, now that we covered the slip knot, another thing I want to show you is that there are various ways of holding a hook. I know of 2 main ones. I think there are 3. I have not figured out the 3rd one yet myself, and I probably don't want to because I'm very comfortable the way I use it. There is one way, which it's called either holding it like a toothbrush, which is your thumb goes into this little wedge here, and then the back, you just kind of grasp the hook like a toothbrush. I cannot for the life of me crochet this way. It'll probably give me very crampy wrists, I think. Well, but anyway, that's one way, like a toothbrush. Okay? The other way, which is the way I hold it, is like a pencil. My thumb goes into the wedge, perfect little wedge, and then my other fingers sort of support the hook, and I personally think it helps me support the yarn as well. It's very natural for me to do it this way. I can't seem to find another way of doing it. I've tried, but no way is wrong. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. Just like if you were writing, everybody writes differently. I cannot and never was able to write the way I was taught to write in school, but I must say I think I have pretty good penmanship for the way I write. So there is no wrong or right way to hold it as long as you are comfortable with it. If you feel that your wrists hurt too much or your fingers cramp too much, maybe you want to try the other way. And I would say practice it a little, and you never know. Maybe one way is better for you than the other. But either way, neither way is wrong. It's just the way you feel the best with it. Okay? So, again, toothbrush, pencil. This is my way. Okay, so now we're going to make our chain. Put your hook through the loop, okay? You're going to hold your yarn, the tail in the middle of your palm, and the working yarn goes in between your pointer and your middle finger. The reason it's here is because these fingers, mostly these two, are going to help keep the tension on the yarn so that your loop doesn't get way too big or too stretchy. Okay? So this is the way I hold it. This is the tail. This is the part that ends. That's to the left. It goes inside of my palm. Okay? The loop goes resting on top of my pointer finger. The working yarn that's connected to the skein goes between my pointer and my middle finger, and then I like to have it, some people just leave it this way and then just support it with these three fingers. I like to rest it over my pinky and support it with these two fingers, like this. Okay? That's the way, that's my preference. Just, you know, practice in whatever way feels the best for you. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. My yarn is starting to look a little frazzled. Being a little handled too much. Okay. Adjust your hoop by pulling on your yarn around the hook. Not very tightly, enough for it to be able to move. Kind of look something like that. Just a little. Okay. You are going to hold in your yarn. This is the yarn you're going to be working with. That little piece that goes from the slip knot to your fingers that are securing it. You are going to yarn over. Yarn over means the needle goes under the hook, hence it makes the yarn go over the hook. Yarn over. You're going to hook it with your hook, like that, by grabbing it and pulling it through the loop. Okay? We now have one stitch made. Let's do that again. Yarn over, hook it, pull it through the loop. We now have 2 stitches made. Let's do that again. Yarn over, pull it through the loop, 3 stitches. Yarn over, pull it through, 4 stitches. Okay? Yarn over, pull it through, 5 stitches. Practice that regularly. Okay, so that's how we do our chain stitches. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains made. Okay? Mine are pretty even because I've been crocheting for a while. If yours are not even, and by not even I mean if they're a little wide, that's okay. It takes practice to get the feel for the yarn and the tension that you need for your hook. So again, if you practice, I promise it will get so much easier. When I first started crocheting, and it was not with this kind of yarn, it was with very, very thin cotton yarn and very, very thin hooks back in the day. But it was not easy. My stitches were so tight. It was very difficult at first, but I was able to accomplish many projects that way. And now it's a lot easier. And we have such a good variety of yarn now. I mean, look how nice and thick this one is. We have yarn that's size 3. We have yarn that's size 4, which is the basic. Size 4 is usually what most skeins are. And then we have the chunkies, which are number 5 and number 6. I think that's the highest that I've gone so far for my chunky hats. But there are many, many types of yarns. They are so fun to look at and touch and play with. Please, please, please do not give up. Please do not give up. It is okay if it comes out funky at first. All you have to do is pull it and you start again. Okay? It's okay. You start again. I have frogged, and that's what that's called. If you've ever heard somebody say, I frogged my work, that means they completely pulled it apart. I've frogged on many works. And it's okay. Our next stitch that we will be learning will be our single crochet. Okay? Once you learn single crochet, you'll be able to make a project. With the chain, you can probably make a friendship bracelet, especially, you know, for my little kitties out there. Make yourself a cute friendship bracelet, or make your mom a cute necklace out of chains. And that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We did it. We accomplished it. We did our single crochet. If it was hard, please don't give up. I promise you it's going to get easier. All you need to do is practice, even if it's a little bit every day. Please, please, please promise that you won't give up. I really hope that this has helped you. I really hope that you fall in love with crochet as much as I am in love with it. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for welcoming me into your home, your patience. I hope that you join me again next time. Please subscribe below. Give me a like if you can. Please check out my blogs and my Instagram pages up there in the little corner. If you have any questions or any comments, please put them down below and I will answer you back as best as I can. Thank you again. Hasta la próxima. And that means till next time. Thanks. Bye, friends.